the betting, the not so much anymore, is more down to my own fault. I need to get studying again to get the edge back. But yeah, it's a great product. I love the exchange. It's really, in my opinion, one of the better bookmakers, if not the best bookmaker out there.
Welcome back for race number 2, which is over 1,000 meters. It is the opening leg of the place accumulator. The off time is 1300 hours. That's the time you need to have your place accumulator bets on. One of the more tricky races on the card, the trickier races, and judged by the bettings, 22-10 about number 5, What a Tiger. That is your weak favourite. And on the trail, number 2, Another Day in Africa, 33-10. Number 1, Drogarati, 4-1. 3, Shot of Courage is 9-2. 11-2, Mallorca Palace. You can make a case for each and every runner. And the only runner in double figures, number 4, Trafalgar Square, around 12 and 14-1. And is a horse that I would throw into the calculation. So let's give a quick comment on the runners. Number 1, Drogarati. Now this is a horse who's won both over the 1,000-meter trip, and a horse who's got a course and distance victory, and also a third to the credit. This runner from the Paul Lafferty stable, he's a 6-year-old. He had a long layoff. He came back. He would have needed his runs behind Winter Waves and also Trade War. He is coming back 7 days later from his last run. Big strong son of Wiley Hall. And from the best to the draw, he's going to be picture perfect, having his peak run, big run from number 1, Drogarati. Number 2, Another Day in Africa. You can't knock his stats. 21 runs for 2 victories, a second, 4 thirds and 2 fourths, course and distance victory, and 2 wins on the poly. From the number 2 draw, coming off 2 third placings behind Esquivel, and Drogarati ran 3rd and 2 of the last 3 runs, so they both got 2 thirds to their credit. Then the horse who's probably going to set the fractions is number 3, Shot of Courage. Now he's been a revelation, this Willow Magic, for the Timothy Pretoria stable and Capella di Haba. Looking for the hat-trick. Took a long time to win the maidens, and now they've found exactly what works for him. He's a horse who likes to jump out. He shows a lot of speed. And even though the handicap has pushed him up to a 68, I still think that he's better than that mark. With the 4 kgs off the back, he's going to be the horse they have to set their sights on. For me, the roughie in the race, number 4, Trafalgar Square, around 12 and 14-1. A horse who's been a little bit unlucky in his last 2 runs, so ignore his last 2 or 3 runs. Go back 4 runs when third to Shot of Courage was 1.6 lengths behind, and is quite well better off at the weights. Around about 4 kgs better off for a 1.6 lengths beating. And I think with the draw, number 4, Trafalgar Square, he could be the upset material. What a Tiger's coming off a victory, a 4th and a 2nd. Another horse who really enjoys the distance, yet to win on the poly, but has got a 2nd and also a 4th. 6, Mallorca Palace, you can never leave out. And then a horse like number 7, McCartney, if getting lucky in the running, can surprise and be in the firing line. But race number 2, very, very tricky. As wide as your budget will allow, you can throw a net over this field. Mallorca Palace, going to be a big runner. But for me, at around 12 and 14-1, I think number 4, Trafalgar Square, along with horse number 3, Shot of Courage. I think Shot of Courage will go to the front, and Trafalgar Square, they might be the 2 to fight it out, with the value being number 4, Trafalgar Square.
It's Donovan Everett from Cape Racing, and I'd just like to say it's an absolute pleasure to be involved with Intrabet and Cape readers in this golf day today here at Pearl Valley. It's fantastic for the industry to see all the relevant stakeholders coming down and having a good time and networking, and it's exactly what the industry needs right now in terms of moving forward and recreating some positivity to take us forward into the next year.